And you'll remember the story of the Jewish people in chapter 16. They've gone through the Red Sea. They've survived Pharaoh, and they've gone through. They've got the freedom. And just a few days, a few weeks into their journey in the desert, they begin to grumble. They begin to murmur. They begin to whine. They begin to complain. I'm hungry. And so they cry out. Moses says, this is what the Lord says. In the morning, you will be filled with bread, and you shall know that I am the Lord your God. This is the voice of the Lord speaking. Moses is recording this. This is how you're going to know I am the covenant God. I am Jehovah, your God. Because in the morning, you will be filled with bread. When your bellies are full, then you will know who's in charge and who provides for you. Well, a couple of verses later, when the sons of Israel saw it, the manna next morning comes. And they saw it, they said, what is it? For they did not know what it was. That's why they called it manna. What is? And Moses said to them, it is the bread which the Lord, with the covenant God, which Jehovah has given you to eat. And you know what they did with that bread? Every man gathered as much as he could eat. In other words, they ate and they were filled with the bread that the covenant God provided for them. It would take a level of obtuseness unmeasurable to miss the connection that John is drawing in chapter 6 between Jesus providing the bread and Moses being the conduit of God's blessing for his people. Furthermore, it seems that, and maybe what Jesus says in later weeks, later in this passage, it's a very long chapter, what Jesus says will bear this out. It would seem to me just from casual reading that not only is John seeming to make a connection between Jesus and Moses, but the actions of Jesus and the actions of the covenant God of Israel on behalf of the people. This is how you'll know that I am the Lord. This is the sign. When your bellies are filled with the bread I provide. Why do all four Gospels record this particular passage? I think this is why. It's a very clear statement that not only do we have the second Moses, we have the incarnation of God in human flesh. God himself has come down.